notably for me, we're seeing Karsten Warholm back. Karsten Warholm runs a hell of a season opener for all time. I mean, number 4 all-time season opener. Ain't too shabby. Clearly the guy's healthy. Clearly he is now the heavy favorite. Rai Benjamin, never having the worst luck, goes up against Alison Dos Santos' best year last year. Yeah. Now Karsten Warholm looks like he's close to his Olympic form. I mean, this fast, June. This early in June, you think that 46-second mark might come back soon.
45-second mark.
Or 45, sorry. Yeah,
it was the fastest time outside of Olympics or World Championships. He ran faster in Tokyo. Benjamin ran faster in Tokyo. And then Dos Santos ran faster in Eugene. That's it. His record is so deep. If you get into Karsten Warholm's top 5, that's an amazing performance. And this is his second fastest time ever. I was completely shocked by it. And I didn't think I had the capacity to be shocked by anything he does after running 45 seconds. But he just came off an injury last year.
I know.
Too. And
I kind of was like thinking, like, is his hamstring going to, like, go, like, at one of the hurdles? I was like, I was kind of nervous for him. I was like, this seems like it's on razor's edge, but clearly he's 100% fine.
Physically and also mentally, because you could see a world where he's a little hesitant coming back from injury, not willing to test it, a little bit more cautious. No, not at all. Warholm he only knows one way to race, and he throws caution completely in the wind, goes for it. He's awesome in Oslo. He's awesome running at home, but I didn't think he'd be able to run this fast this early. So I guess you'd have to say world record is back in play. He's the clear favorite with Dos Santos out, and Benjamin, I think, will get in there and post some good times. But this is just as if he never got hurt version of Warholm. Yeah. So post World Championships last year, he did go and run at Euros, and he won Euros. But there was no like, oh man, this is a guarantee that this guy's going to get back into form. I guess all it took was a few more months, a little bit more recovery, and he was perfectly fine and was able to open outdoors with that fast of a time. I just could not believe it watching it. I was waiting for him to break stride, waiting for him to slow up or relent at all, and it just never happened that entire race.
This also just kind of, man, imagine if he never got hurt.
Yes.
His run would have been going on still into 2023, and it would have been arguably, of all track and field athletes, like this is like Bolt era type dominance. If he could have maintained, you take out 2022 from his resume, all of a sudden this guy looks like the greatest you've ever seen in an individual event. Because if your season opener is number 4 all time, come on.
Well, we'll see what
happens.
He's
only 27. He still has probably a good 3 years of his prime, maybe 2.
Maybe more. We'll see what he does next. I think that'll be someone when it's all said and done. And then you're like, man, he had 4 titles in a row, but it could have been 5 because of that injury. Like, we'll go back and look at that. The recovery to get back to where he was that quickly, even though it's been a year, but he was at such a high that I didn't think he'd be able to get back to it, even if he stayed healthy. The fact that he had the injury just makes you completely shake your head and wonder. So 4 hurdles, going to be awesome this year. We'll see. I mean, I would love for Benjamin to kind of match this or get close to it. And let's, because every single one of these championships that we've had, the last 3, Doha, Tokyo, and Eugene, there have been at least 2 people in the mix. Now, you could look at it afterwards and say, oh, no, that was definitely Warholm's title. That was definitely Dos Santos' title. But, like, Rai Benjamin had a legit shot in Eugene, and he had a legit shot in Tokyo and in Doha going into those races. So I hope that we get at least somebody else to emerge there. And, obviously, Benjamin will be the best candidate